Happy Monday to my people, and welcome to Stoniecast number 97 and season 3, episode 29 of Thoughts and Hunches, making money in bunches and sucker punches. It's your boy Stony back for round number 97, and I'd like to welcome my fellow lowlifes, hoodlums, cheats, scumbags, hustlers, altar boys with unhealthy relationships with their priests, foul-mouthed, raging alcoholics with abusive language, fienders and degenerates. I mean, if you're new to the show, hey, you probably fit into one of those categories or more. So welcome aboard, and make sure to hit the subscribe button right down here in the lower right-hand corner so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. To spread the word is easy. Just tell all the other scumbags to go to YouTube and enter hashtag STONIE'S winners. That's not STONEY, but it's STONIES, winners. Just like it says down here in the bottom left, right next to my picture. That'll take you directly to my page. Now, before we get to the picks, I have a couple of programming notes. Welcome to Tournament Week 1. I mean, doesn't get any bigger or better than this. The brackets are out. The matchups are all set. So in this video, I'll be giving you all 4 of the first 4 games, right? 2 take place tomorrow on Tuesday and 2 more on Wednesday, right? Plus all the first round matchups on Thursday and Friday with some NIT games sprinkled in. Now, FYI, if it's a day with NIT, CBI, or CIT games going on, check the comment section for those picks, because I'll be putting out 2 videos a week from now until the until the night before the national championship. That'll be the last one, and 2 Sundays away, right? So, yeah, just make sure to keep back checking the comment section, because I can drop a lot more picks in there with the CIT, the CBI, the NIT, right? The selections of the first 4 winners and their opponents in round 1, either Thursday or Friday, those will be put in the comment section as well. For instance, you have 2 games on Tuesday, tomorrow, and 2 games on Wednesday. We don't know who's going to win those games and their matchups. We know who they're going to play, and we know what time they're going to be, but we can't know the point spread yet. So those point spreads will be released, I mean, I'm guessing a half hour to 45 minutes after each game has ended. But I'm going to wait until all 4 games are finished, and then I'll post a comment with the 4 remaining first round games that I do not give you in this video. Right? So basically this video is going to get you all set for everything you need to know through Friday. Either very late Friday night or very early Saturday morning. I will then post another video giving you all the selections for the second round of the tournament through Sunday. So make sure to subscribe or just keep checking back every day. Now, as for the week that just ended, championship week was brutal. It was tough sledding from Thursday all the way to yesterday, where I needed a winning day just to salvage a winning week. 20-15 on Thursday, 16-13 on Friday, 10-13 on Saturday, and 6-4 Sunday. All adds up to 54 wins, 45 losses, which ain't great, but it solidified my 16th consecutive winning week. I mean, come on, 16 straight winning weeks. Heading into the final 3 weeks of the season, that's important, as our overall took a small dive this past week in our quest for 60% overall in the season. So now it's going to take some serious numbers the next couple weeks in order to topple the magical 60% barrier. In the meantime, here are the numbers. Last week, 52 wins, 45 losses, 53.61%. Obviously not very good. Overall, every pick I've given you in all, how many numbers did I say? This is episode 29. So out of all 29 videos, I've given you 694 wins, 473 losses, and 12 pushes. That's good for 59.47%. We went down from the 59.8 that we were at. But hey, you're welcome. I mean, once again, let me remind you that all of these picks are 100% free from me to you, and we've done some serious bankroll building this season in giving you 1,167 picks. So now it's time to continue on my push to 60% overall and 17th straight winning week. Let's get it going tomorrow in the first four. All times Eastern. All four of the first four games are in Dayton, Ohio. Game one tomorrow, 6:40 p.m., and I'm going to roll with Southeast Missouri State +4 versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi and under 156. Every game in the NCAA tournament, not only will I give you the side, but I'll also give you the total. Game two tomorrow goes a half hour after the first one ends, approximately 9:10 p.m., and it should be a good one. I'm going to dance with Mississippi State -1.5 over Pittsburgh and under 131.5. So those are the two first four games tomorrow. And here's tomorrow's NIT games for you to jump on as well. 7 p.m., give me Michigan -7.5 over Toledo. 7 p.m., I like Hofstra +7 over Rutgers. 7:30 p.m., Southern Mississippi +9 versus Alabama Birmingham. 8 p.m., jump on Liberty -3 over Villanova. 9 p.m., take Vanderbilt -4 versus Yale. 9:30 p.m., give me Bradley +3.5 over Wisconsin. 11 p.m., give me Seton Hall +4.5 versus Colorado. And tomorrow night's last game is 11. The degenerate special for Tuesday night is 11 p.m. Eastern Washington +11.5 over Washington State. That's 8 NIT matchups to go along with the two first four games. Now moving on to Wednesday's two NCAA tournament games. The first one at 6:40. Give me Fairleigh Dickinson +2.5 versus Texas Southern and under 146.5. And the last of the first four games goes a half hour after game one on Wednesday, and I like Arizona State -2 versus Nevada and over 133. NIT on Wednesday, 8 more games, 7 p.m., Morehead State +16 versus Clemson. 7 p.m., Florida -4 over Central Florida. 7 p.m., Youngstown State +6.5 versus Oklahoma State. 8 p.m., Alcorn State +17.5 versus North Texas. 9 p.m., Virginia Tech +6 over Cincinnati. 9 p.m., Santa Clara -3.5 versus Sam Houston State. 10 p.m., Utah Valley +5.5 over New Mexico. 11 p.m., UC Irvine +9.5 versus Oregon. So that's 8 more NIT games on Wednesday to go along with both of the first four games. And as for the NCAA tournament, you can see right off the bat that we have some good matchups. There's 4 games in the next 2 days, and the biggest point spread's only 3.5. Now let's move on to Thursday. All right, this is when all hell breaks loose. Thursday's round 1 NCAA matchups. South Region, 12:15 p.m. in Birmingham. I'll start with 9-seed West Virginia, -2 over 8-seed Maryland, and under 138.5. South Region, 12:40 p.m. in Orlando. 13-seeded Furman is a trendy upset pick over 4th-seeded Virginia, but I just simply don't see it. Give me Virginia, -5.5 over Furman, and over 132.5. South Region, 1:40 p.m. in Sacramento. I'm going to dance with 7-seed Missouri, +1.5 versus 10-seed Utah State, and under 154.5. That's tough for me because Utah State has made me and us some serious cash over the last month, but Mizzou is not only tough, but the Mountain West has historically struggled in the first round. West Virginia, West Region, 2 p.m., Des Moines, Iowa. Top seeded Kansas, minus 21.5 over 16 seed Howard is the play here, along with under 145.5. Bill Self will be back, and Howard's first trip to the dance will end with a thud against the defending champs. South Region, 3:10 p.m. in Orlando. I'll take a dangerous number 12 seed College of Charleston, plus 4.5 against 5th seeded San Diego State, and over 141.5. South Region, 4:10 p.m. in Sacramento. I like 15 seed Princeton, plus 14.5 versus 2nd seeded Arizona, and over 153.5. West Region, 4:30 p.m. in Des Moines. I'm on number 8 Arkansas, minus 2.5 over number 9 Illinois, and under 144.5. Midwest Region, 6:50 p.m. in Birmingham. I'll take 8th-seeded Iowa, plus 1 versus number 9 Auburn, and over 151.5. East Region, 7:10 p.m. in Orlando. I can't refuse 5th-seeded Duke with the way they've been playing at 6.5 here against 12th-seeded Oral Roberts, and under 146.5. Midwest Region, 7:25 p.m. in Des Moines. 15th-seeded Colgate is dangerous. They won't win, but I'll take the Raiders plus 13.5 against 2nd-seeded Texas, and under 146.5. West Region, 7:35 p.m. in Sacramento. I like number 10 Boise State, minus 1.5 versus 7th seed Northwestern, and under 129.5. Midwest Region, 9:20 p.m. in Birmingham. 16th seeded Norse of Northern Kentucky are a great story, but they're in trouble here. I'm going to roll with top seeded Houston and lay the big lumber at 19.5 over NKU, and give me 120 and over 122.5. East Region, 9:40 p.m. in Orlando. I like number 4 Tennessee, minus 10.5 versus number 13 Louisiana, and over 135.5. Midwest Region, 9:55 p.m. in Des Moines. Give me number 7 Texas A&M, minus 2.5 versus number 10 Penn State, and under 134.5. And the last play for Thursday night for the NCAAs in the West Region at 10:05 p.m. in Sacramento. As much as I'm a UCLA fan, I have to roll with 15th-seeded NC Asheville, plus 18.5 over the 2nd-seeded Bruins, and under 134.5, even though UCLA will still win the game. There's one game on Thursday at 2:45, and we have to wait until the first 4 are done to see who takes on Alabama. Okay, so all you students in Tuscaloosa who are losing your minds, who's Stony going to take? Who's Stony going to take? Well, I don't know who you're playing yet, so I can't give you that one yet. All right, Dem, take it easy. That pick will be in the comments section either Wednesday night or very early Thursday morning. That's it for Thursday's games, and now let's take a look. Let's take a quick water break. How about that? All right. Quick little break as I'm watching bracketology. I'm watching all these so-called experts that I just laugh at because they're all experts. But do any of them give you over 1,100 picks for free and hit it a 59% clip? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. Here we go. Game 1 on St. Patrick's Day this Friday. East Region, 12:15 p.m. in Columbus. I'm on 7th seeded Michigan State, minus 2 over number 10 seed USC, and under 137.5. Midwest Region, 12:40 p.m. in Greensboro. I like number 3 Xavier, minus 11.5 over Kennesaw State, and under 151.5. South Region, 1:30 p.m. in Denver. I'm on 14th seeded UC Santa Barbara, plus 11 versus 3rd seeded Baylor, and over 143. Baylor wins, but doesn't cover in an entertaining track meet, right? That both schools are going to be running and gunning all 1:30 p.m. all afternoon. West Region at 2 p.m. in Eastern Albany. 2 p.m. Eastern. It's not in Eastern Albany. It's the West Region at 2 p.m. in Albany, New York. Because, I mean, what says West Region more than Albany, New York? I like number 12 seed Virginia Commonwealth, plus 4.5 versus 5 seed St. Mary's, and over 122.5. A lot of people are calling this to be the 5-12 upset, and it may be, but I feel safer taking the points. East Region, 2:45 p.m. in Columbus. I'm on 2 seed Marquette and laying the 10.5 over 15 seed Vermont with under 144.5. This one really hurts because the Catamounts of Vermont have been making us some serious money down the stretch. Good team, very good team, but not in Marquette's class. South Region, 4 p.m. in Denver. I'm all over number 6 Creighton, minus 11 versus number 11 North Carolina State. That can't be right. And under 148.5. Actually, I got to double check that. That doesn't sound right. Just give me a second here. We're going to get it. Yeah, I don't know where that 11 came from. The number was 5.5. I knew there was something missing there. So I'm all over Creighton, minus 5.5 instead of 11 versus a number 11 North Carolina State and under 148.5. That's where I went wrong. West Region, 4:30 p.m. in Albany. Give me 13th seeded Iona, plus 9.5 versus 4 seed Connecticut and over 143.5. Rick Pitino gives UConn all they can handle, but comes up just a little short. He does get the cover, though. East Region, 7:10 p.m. in Greensboro. I like 11 seed Providence, plus 4 versus 6 seed Kentucky and under 145.5. Midwest Region, 7:25 p.m. in Albany. Another popular 5-12 upset has me disagreeing and taking 5 seed Miami, Florida, minus 2.5 versus Drake and over 146.5. West Region, 7:35 p.m. in Denver. I'm on number 14 Grand Canyon, plus 16 versus 3rd seeded Gonzaga and under 156.5. East Region, 9:20 p.m. in Columbus. 8th seeded Memphis is the play at minus 2.5 versus 9th seeded Florida Atlantic and under 153. East Region, 9:40 p.m. in Greensboro. Give me 14 seed Montana State, plus 8.5 versus 3 seed Kansas State. Could be a huge upset here and over 138.5. Midwest Region at 9:55 p.m. in Albany. Number 4 seed Indiana is clearly the play. Minus 4 versus number 13 Kent State, dangerous Kent State, and under 141.5. So that's 13 plays for Friday, right? And there'll be 3 more once the first 4 are done. And again, check in the comments section, either late Wednesday or early Thursday morning for the rest of them. Okay, the number of picks that I just dropped on you is staggering, right? And keep in mind that the College Basketball Invitational Tournament also gets going on Saturday. So I'll have those first round picks in my next video. Now, for those of you that tuned in to see, I need to fill out my brackets, I want to hear who Stony has going to the Final Four, I don't do that. Don't get me wrong, I'll fill out a bracket, and I'm actually in one for big money, but it's more along the lines of I like to play each game individually to maximize that dollar, because if you're in a bracket challenge with people and you put down your money on, let's say, Purdue, and they get knocked out in the first round, you just throw your paper away, right? You're done, right? So I don't like that. I like to play each game as it comes to me. Now, yes, do I have my favorites, the teams that I really like? I mean, I'm a UCLA fan. I don't hide that, right? And UCLA was better when they had Jalen Clark and Adem Bona. Who knows what Bona's status is? Clark is out and will not play. But had they both been in the lineup, I would have told you they were the team to beat because of the way that they play defense. But now without them, I know I'm not really going out on a limb, but the defending champ Kansas Jayhawks, Alabama is playing better than anybody right now, and Houston. there are the teams to beat. I've been saying this for a while now, that with the Final Four being in Houston, if Houston gets to the Final Four, they're going to be a very dangerous team. So I'm not giving you futures odds to bet, but, Alabama right now, they lost me some money over the weekend because I kept betting against them. Now, I had them winning the SEC tournament, so I cashed on that ticket. But as each game kept going and the point spreads kept getting bigger and bigger, I was like, they're not going to cover these numbers. Not only did they cover them, but they kept winning each game by 20. Absolute blowouts down the stretch. So Alabama right now, and Brandon Miller is playing as well as anybody in the country. So them, Houston, Kansas, those are the big dogs. And, I think one of those three is going to cut down the nets in Houston, right? So now with 40 NCAA picks from Tuesday through Friday with totals and all 16 of the first round of the NITs that I just gave you, we got a grand total of 96 picks in just 4 days, right? Come on. 96 picks. 58 wins is good for 60%. But we're going to shoot for 60 wins, with any more than that being the icing on the cake. Now, I don't need to tell you that in the next 5 videos, the last 5 videos of this season, the number of picks will be cut in half, and then in half, and then in half, and then in half, until the national championship in 2.5 weeks. In order to keep on building those bankrolls, let's fire away early and let's fire away often. So make sure to remember that if you want to win big, you got to bet big. You can't go broke taking a profit. Scared money don't make money. For me, the action is the juice. R.I.P., Mr. Sizemore. There's money on the streets that can't be ignored. And finally, good luck to you.